Good evening and welcome back to the first episode of Etown News for the semester. I'm Rosena Campana.
And I'm Lexi Benninger. OSA Bingo, MLK Day, and more coming up after this.
The Elizabethtown College Store is your one-stop shop for all things college. There's no need to run to the mall for your favorite brands when you could stay on campus and shop for school-issued apparel. The school store has new items for every season. This includes Life is Good shirts. There's also Champion jackets, Under Armour sweatpants, and more. With a large variety of styles and sizes, there's items in the Etown College Store for everyone. Keep on the lookout for great sales on your favorite Etown College gear. You can stay updated by following their Instagram at Etown College Store. This store takes student charge, creating a worry-free shopping experience. The Etown College Store is located in the Brosman Commons, open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit the Elizabethtown College Store, the perfect fit for you.
A fan favorite Etown tradition is back for the spring semester. Etown OSA will once again be hosting Bingo Night. Stop by the cave this Saturday at 8 p.m. for a night of non-stop fun and exciting prizes. The event is open to Etown students only, so be sure to get there early as there is a maximum limit of 325 players. Prizes will be announced in the days leading up to the event. Follow at Etown OSA on Instagram for updates on the events and the exciting prizes.
Primaries for the governor and senator elections are just a few months away. If you're interested in registering to vote, the Center for Community and Civic Engagement can help. They're hosting a voting drive to celebrate National Voters Day. It'll take place next Wednesday in the Brezovic Tower Conference Room in the Bauer Center. Stop by from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to register to vote, play games, get snacks, and get more information about voting.
Are you a senior nervous about stepping into a new chapter in your life? You're in luck. The Career Development Center Senior Transitions event is here to help. So stop by the Bauer Center next Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. for help all things adulting. Staff from the Bauer Center will be on hand to teach the basics of meal prep, and staff from PSECU Financial will also be available to offer helpful budgeting advice. Students can register for the event on the Handshake app.
The legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. is being honored at Elizabethtown College throughout the month of January. The Beloved Community Collective is a series of events celebrating the life of Dr. King. It began on Monday with a day of observance and no classes for students. There was a National Day of Racial Healing on Tuesday that encouraged students to share short stories or art in hopes of uniting our community. Craft and conversation events are taking place over the next 2 weeks as well. It concludes next Friday with Black History Month kickoff, which will usher in Black History Month at Etown. Now over to Ava Deeter with sports.
Thanks, Lexi. It's been a busy winter for Etown sports with many teams looking to secure their place in the playoffs. The indoor track teams traveled to the Alvernia Winter Invite last Saturday and came away with plenty of hardware. On the men's side, Derek Kendick placed fourth in the 3K with a time of 8:59. Wade Gaynor also took fourth in the high jump with a season best height of 1.9 meters. Blake Haddon was right behind him in fifth place, jumping 1.85 meters. The 4x200 meter relay team of Matt Lamb, Lucas Novak, Kalik Poles, and Cam Michaels finished their race in fifth. Isabella Calger was the top finisher for the women's team. She placed second in the shot put after throwing 12.24 meters. She also placed fifth in the weight throw with a score of 13.73. Julia Antonello, Reese Kirk, Kendall Parks, and Sky Shinnon took fourth place in the 4x200 meter relay with a time of 1:59. Kate Bendel took home 2 medals after finishing 6th in the long jump and 8th in the triple jump. Both the men and women's team will compete at Franklin and Marshall for the Coach 1 Invitational tomorrow. Etown Wrestling took part in the New York versus Pennsylvania duels and came away with a pair of wins. They began with a dominating victory over the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, 28-12. Devin Jackson and Owen Hefner both pinned their opponents, while Sav Nidami won off of a major decision. They fell to NYU in their next match 36-16. Gannon Smith, Will Davis, and Justice Hockenberry were the only Blue Jays to win their bouts. They were able to shake off the loss and bounce back against Hunter, winning 39-12. 8 of the 10 Blue Jays won their matches to end the day with a 2-1 record. They'll host the Kenneth Ober Memorial Invitational this Saturday in the Bauer Center. It was a tough weekend for swim as both the men and women's teams fell to Franklin and Marshall last Sunday. Katarina Lind was the only Blue Jay to win an event, placing first in the 100-meter breaststroke. In the 100 IM, Megan Benson took second, followed by Haley Poulos in third. Emma Sabalaske took second in the 500 free with a time of 6 minutes and 7 seconds. They lost by a final score of 66 to 176. On the men's side, no Blue Jays won any races, but there were a handful of second-place finishes. Leif Huffman took silver in the 1,000 free just in front of Billy Bartolome in third. Michael Tittermary took second in the 100 breaststroke, as did Austin Smith in the 500 free. Both teams will compete against Juniata and Penn State Altoona in a tri-meet tomorrow. Both men and women's basketball hosted Lycoming last Saturday in an exciting doubleheader for the Blue Jays. Austin Finarelli led the men with 27 points and 8 rebounds to beat the Warriors 86-66. Woody Mikado and Reese Stigler both scored double digits to contribute to the 20-point win. The team stands at 11-4 as they prepare for upcoming games against Catholic University and Susquehanna. It was an even more dominant game for the women's team as they celebrated Alumni Day with a 72-48 win. The Blue Jays only allowed 12 points in the first half and dominated from there. Sophomore Kylie Wilhelm had a career-high 16 points along with 8 rebounds. McKenna Mummert, Ava Chapman, Aaliyah Kennedy, and Ellie Fasick combined for 34 points as the team improved to 11-4. They hope to hold on to this late-season momentum as they prepare for the postseason. Men's volleyball swept King's College 3-0 in a dominant outing. The Blue Jays were led by Braden Ambruster, who totaled 13 kills. Logan Smith added 11, followed by Max Spears with 9. It's still early in the season, but the team is off to a hot start, sitting at 5-1. They'll take on Cairn and Eastern in a tri-match this weekend. The NFL postseason is heating up as the 4 remaining teams prepare for the conference championships. The New England Patriots and Denver Broncos will face off in Denver at 3 p.m. this Sunday. The Broncos are without their quarterback Bo Nix, who injured his ankle at the end of last week's win over the Bills. The Los Angeles Rams will travel to Seattle to play their division rival, the Seahawks. This will be their 3rd meeting this season as the series currently stands 1-1. The winners of both games will punch their tickets to Super Bowl 59 in San Francisco. The college football season concluded this past Monday with an exciting national championship game. Indiana entered undefeated and hoped to take down Miami to win their first national championship in school history. They were led by Heisman winner Fernando Mendoza at quarterback. He initially struggled to get the offense going, but came up clutch with a fourth-quarter touchdown run. An interception by Miami quarterback Carson Beck sealed the game for the Hoosiers and ended their miraculous season. That's it for sports. Now over to Erik Rodrigeuz Jr. with weather.
Thanks, Ava. Well, Jays, we might have entered the spring semester, but it doesn't feel like spring just yet. Be prepared for freezing lows in the 20s and possible snow showers. Thursday, the 22nd, will be partly cloudy with a high of 41 and a low of 20. Friday will be even colder with a high of 35 and a low of 16. Expect partly cloudy weather for most of the day. The partly cloudy weather will stick around for another day on Saturday with a high of 23 and a chilly low of 7. Temperatures will plummet on Sunday and Monday with a high of 19 and a low of 8. Expect partly cloudy weather on both days. Tuesday will be mostly the same with partly cloudy weather and a high of 21 and a low of 9. Finally, Wednesday will be mostly cloudy with slightly warmer temps. Expect a chilly high of 24 and a low of 11. That's all for this week's Weather Watch. I'm Erik Rodrigeuz Jr. Now back to Rosena and Lexi in the studio.
President Donald Trump has announced that European nations opposing U.S. control of Greenland will face a 10% imports tax. Last Saturday, the president announced that he would be imposing the import tax on 8 opposing European nations in February. In a statement posted on social media, President Trump named the United Kingdom, France, and Germany among the 8 opposing nations. The president says that the tax rate will increase to 25% beginning June 1st, and if no deal is put in place for the purchase of Greenland. Greenland is a partially self-governed territory of NATO ally Denmark that President Trump regards as critical to the U.S. national security. Hundreds of Greenland residents took part in protests Saturday in support of self-governance. 8 people are dead following a series of deadly avalanches in Austria, and 3 fatal avalanches swept the country last Saturday, killing 8 skiers and injuring several others. Rescue crews responded to the scene of avalanches in western Austria that swept away nearly a dozen people. Later that same day, a third avalanche in central Austria claimed the lives of 3 skiers. An Austrian mountain rescue service official says the fatalities demonstrate the seriousness of the current avalanche situation. The same official noted that the clear and repeated warnings that the avalanche risk. The death toll in the Spanish high-speed train collision continues to climb. 40 people are confirmed dead following a high-speed train collision in southern Spain last Sunday. Authorities said that the tail end of a train went off the rails and slammed into an oncoming train. The impact caused the second trail to derail and plummet down a 4-meter slope. All survivors were rescued early Monday morning, but recovery efforts of the 2 wrecked train cars continue. The cause of the crash remains unknown, but authorities say that the investigation could take up to a month.
Stranger Things star Finn Wolfhard made his SNL hosting debut last Saturday. The actor poked fun at the mixed reaction to the show's newest season, along with fans hoping for a secret final episode. He was joined on stage in a skit by his castmates, Gaten Matarazzo and Caleb McLaughlin. They weren't the only celebrities to make surprise cameos. Sabrina Carpenter and Jason Momoa also appeared in sketches to the audience's delight. A popular family YouTuber confirmed he had had an affair with another woman. Travis Clark revealed last weekend that he cheated on his wife, Katie, of 4 years. He took to Instagram to express his regret and ask for forgiveness. The couple had over 400,000 subscribers on YouTube before abruptly quitting last month. They also had 2 children together. The shocking news came just a day after Katie revealed she suffered a miscarriage. It's unknown if the couple plans to stay together or separate. One couple that's definitely going their separate ways is Kyle and Amanda Cook, the stars of Bravo's hit show Summer House, confirmed on Monday that their marriage is over. The announcement came after years of turmoil both on and off screen. Kyle had been unfaithful in the past, but it appeared that they were able to move on. Fans are speculating the split could be due to disagreements over having kids or more instances of cheating. Season 10 of Summer House will premiere on February 3rd.
That's all for this week, Jays. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at ECTV40 for all the latest updates on our shows. I'm Rosena Campana.
And I'm Lexi Benninger. Have a great week, and remember to
Take flight, Etown!